testing the microphone. I believe I am live. Let me just check that. Bear with me. Yes, I am. Perfect. We're here again. Hello designers, thank you for joining, watching. If you're watching later, this is another live stream on Friday. This is a special one. So I'm just going to get straight into it because I'm actually even doing some work on it at the moment. So I have to respond to messages. But again, the title is real. I've created a brand guidelines generator, Adobe Illustrator plugin, and it's called Guideit. So the first tool is a brand guidelines generator. So yeah, it's Guideit, brand guidelines generator, Adobe Illustrator plugin. I think I'm reading the camera. So normally I'll do like a long intro, but I'm just gonna get straight into it. Yeah, okay. Where do we begin? So you may have seen the reel. If you have, or if you haven't, there was a waitlist reel that I joined and I previewed the tool. So I'm just going to do some live testing and some live stuff. So the past couple of months have been absolutely mad. Just sorting a few things out, a lot of things out. And for those who don't know, it's just me doing this. Like, it's not a big company. It's literally just me. Some people think that is more than one person, but it's not. It's just me. So thank you for your patience if you're waiting on some tools. You know, I'm just trying to get a lot of things together. But anyways, we have brand guidelines generator. There's some other stuff I want to show you as well. Actually, have you probably shown you the other stuff? Yeah, I've already streamed off, but this is the big one. Okay, cool. So get straight into it. So Akrivi Guideit, a brand guidelines generator. So creating brand guidelines is, let me just bring up the documents, absolutely, what's the word? Long. It's long, it's boring, it's depressing. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but yeah, it's long, it's boring, there's many words to describe it. And I actually because of that, I've made multiple templates for brand guidelines. So I have an urban template. Let me just bring this up. I'm not just waffling. I just want to explain. Is it going to open? Okay, it's not going to open. So yeah, anyways, it's not going to open. I don't know what's going on. Templates take long. So I was on Creative Market the other day and I saw the price of templates. And when I mention brand guidelines templates, professional brand guidelines templates will cost around $40 to $400. I'm not lying. And it is actually insane. I saw one template that cost $400 and I was just in awe. Okay, it's weird because when you do brand guideline templates, this filter doesn't work, but I can't remember how I saw it. But when you see brand guidelines templates, and when you see the price for some of them, is absolutely theft, to be completely honest. I saw brand guidelines templates for, I think it was, I think I remember the name. Not to send for anyone or anything, but and I'm not trying to, this is what I saw and I thought it was absolutely insanity because of the type of product it is and then what you have to do after for it. So I saw this brand guidelines template. It said $197 and I clicked on it and then the price said $397 and I was like, wow. Okay, so it's personal and yeah, that is let's see extended commercial. Whoa, what is that? Like, this is truth, that what I'm saying is not nonsense. This is what we're seeing on marketplaces. So I saw this, then that's probably the higher end, and that is remarkable. But anyways, we have a whole range of templates, brand guidelines templates. You know, some cost less. You know, it was Black Friday sale, so it was a bit cheaper. Sorry guys, I'm going to show you the guidelines. I just want to explain everything. So you'll then buy templates to then go in and then customize it, and that will take around, I've done a survey. I surveyed and I interviewed and I surveyed almost 500 designers, and 75% said it takes them 8 to 40 hours to create one brand guidelines. That is insanity. So almost every designer, let's just say almost every designer, there was actually 92% that it takes them more than 4 hours. 92% takes more than 4 hours. So almost every designer spends hours creating brand guidelines. That's insane. So I created a solution in Adobe Illustrator. Majority of people create brand guidelines in Adobe Illustrator. So I made a plugin starting with Adobe Illustrator. So you can see we have our Akrivi Guideit brand guidelines plugin here. So we have the brand assets where we upload your logo, the brand name, the fonts, and the colors. So let's start off with this one. This is like the basic one. So we see it. I mean, I use it a lot because it's like my favorite one to use. It's not like the only one that works. They work for everything. I've tested everything. It's just what I like to use. Remarkably, this has not crashed. Because of all the layers that are being created, it hasn't crashed, and I thought it would have. But let's just get straight to it. So let me set the logo mark. But if it does crash, it's because I'm streaming. I don't know why, but when I'm streaming, it demands a lot, which is strange because I don't have a weak PC at all. But anyways, okay. So I'm filling in the brand assets. You're probably going to see this multiple times, but again, it works for many different brands. But anyways, I even done a YouTube video today for this. So if you come across me using this for something else, then it's because it's the same day that I made this YouTube video. But because I've done so much testing, it was easier just to have a page that you see it says logo design samples, just so I can different type of logos, and I can just go in and just use them. Okay, so brand guidelines generator, let's do this. Oh, by the ways, I may have to like stop talking for a few seconds because there's messages I need to respond to. We're working on something, so yeah, so let me pause. But anyways, let me generate. This is me generating for the first time live. Actually, no, it's first time live. Okay, so we have our brand assets, but before we generate, I'm going to choose a template. So we have corporate, contemporary, tech, Swiss, urban, and signature. I started off with a few. Reason being is there's going to be more ideas. I want the design community to give me ideas on what templates to include. I didn't just want to flood the whole app with templates that I think. I want designers to choose as well. So anyways, I'm going to click generate. Okay, it's generated. Sorry, I was reading the message. So you can see you have your brand guidelines, the whole page, everything is filled out. You have the text. Obviously the text you're gonna have to review. This is just filler text, so go through the text. There's no AI. I actually done a survey and asked, do you want me to include AI text? But obviously it would like work with the brand and stuff, but designers said no. Like that was like one of the least important things. So I said okay, you guys chose. But So yeah, then you can see the logo has been converted to different colors, and it's been the size has been changed. Color palette, you can see all the codes have been converted: hex, RGB, and CMYK, secondary, tertiary. Then you have your spare colors, so these are not generated. You will have to go in and change them, or you can just simply remove them. Up to you. So we have that. And then, oh yeah, we got all our fonts, our type. You can see this has been converted again to Montserrat bold, and then you have the body font that you've inserted. Yeah, and then you can go in and you can add your mock-ups, your application, your brands, your brand imagery and images and graphics and icons, all of that stuff. But thank you so much, Rodrigo. Really appreciate it. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and thank you for joining. Yeah, so, and yeah, that's it. That's not it. That's not it, but that is it. So you can see it actually generated. There's times where it takes me seconds. Like, no, it always takes me seconds. I mean, there's times where it takes me like 3 seconds, depending how my Mac is feeling on the day. I think it does depend on a few things. I'm not too sure what those things are. But yeah, I timed it today, and today was 9 seconds, but another day I timed it was 7 seconds, and one time it was literally 5 seconds. And I think there's been few instances where it's been like 3 seconds. So it does vary, but mine is never more than 10 seconds. And also it does depend on your machine. But so this was one brand guidelines to generate. Now I want to generate another style. Yes, so the conversion of colors to CMYK is realistic, is 100%. I'm happy you asked, because when developing this, there was a issue I came across, and it was that it converts your colors. It will do something to your colors because of the machine that you're using, and it's the color profile. But I've turned it off. I make sure to turn it off, because what it will do is, if you say you generate red, red, and the color code was CCCCC, the hex code was CCCC. It will then, when it converts it, it will try to match it with your screen. There's a setting in Adobe Illustrator that will do that, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to not convert the colors, but only give them what the client. Only generate what has been inputted by the designer. So don't mess up the colors. Don't do anything weird with it. Yeah. So that was the corporate template. Oh, let me just break it down a bit. So yeah, we have our logo mark, logo type. Actually, I've already done this. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I'm actually have to respond to this message. So I just want to preview a few more things. Now, let's see. Or should we? Okay. Just a quick little teaser. You can see that it says use Guideit to generate a construction grid. So my vision for Akrivi was to make an ecosystem of tools that help designers design fast and just perfect. Speed and precision was the mission, is the mission, and is the priority. So we started off with Guideit, and then Presenter, and now Guideit. It's all coming together. I'll show you some new stuff with Guideit very soon. Okay, so we have these, and I don't know if you've noticed, but it also takes we didn't input the white logo. It's done it. It's automated it, turned it white, and kept it, and blah blah blah. But yeah, and you can also see, if you go to the where is it? I'm gonna click up Windows layers. You can also see that we have our layers there. So you can do some more customization manually if you wanted to. So like you can target all of the headers, all of the subheaders, and then you can go in and do whatever. Like if there's a specific font that you've chosen, it's a bit weird, you can target that, customize it, and stuff. Cool. So that was the first template, corporate. Now let's try contemporary. and let's click generate. Let's see how long this actually takes. Okay, I'm gonna have to generate this and then respond to a message, so sorry guys, you may have to bear with me. Okay, so where's my camera? Okay, I'm gonna generate and click start at the same time. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. This had generated in 4.48 seconds. Guys, this is generated in 4.48 seconds. If you bought a template, you would have spent, let's say, at least $40, and then you would have spent a couple of hours dragging stuff in, typing in color codes, or let's even say under an hour doing that. And then you would have to go in and add your brand images and stuff. You've seen it. This is not fake. This is real. And hey, Abase, you said we have free access to test it. So when it is available and ready, yes, free trials will be back in Akrivi Studio. I want everyone to try the tools and give me feedback. Please, just as long as you can tell me, give me some feedback, you know, that will be great. So you'll have access to Guideit, Presenter, and Guideit. Okay, guys, give me just 2 seconds to respond to this message. How version I tested it? Thank you, guys. Okay, so it's hot in here. 1 second. Sorry, guys, I am sweating. I left the heater on. I'm not really sweating. I'm just hot. Okay, cool. So now let's go to the next one. Tech is my best template. So all you have to do when you go to the templates tab, you can go scroll to corporate, contemporary, or tech, Swiss, urban, and let's click tech and when generate. So that was about like 5.5 seconds. This is my favorite template. So we have our gradients going in. Again, you can check the copy. You're going to see a YouTube video about this later because I've done it the same day and I was like, let me just use the same brand assets. But yeah, you can go in, you can customize. Yeah, you can go in and customize. You have some stuff over here. And I want to do Okay, now let me do. I don't need, every time when I'm on a page, I'm weary. When I'm streaming or sharing my screen, I'm weary to see what I'm sharing because I don't know. There's things that I like don't want to show yet. Okay, but it's all good. Okay, so let's now see. Let's see what if okay. So if a client wanted changes, if the client wants to change the logo, say they wanted to change the logo to this color, you would actually have to go into the brand guidelines document and change every bit. You would then have to probably copy this shape and then duplicate it on every artboard. Change the color, duplicate it on every artboard. It is that's not life. Like no one should be doing that. That's what you have to do. And then not only that, you then have to go in every location that you've placed the logo, and you'll have to drop it in again with all the colors. And then you'll have to go into this page, and then you'll have to do the misuse. I didn't say, this has also been automated. So the logo has been stretched, rotated, containers added, flipped horizontally, flipped vertically, and it has been shared. So that's all automated for you. So you don't have to go in and think of all the crazy things clients will do to your logos. Rodrigo said, WTF, top. I assume that's good. Thank you. I assume it's good. Thank you if it is. But and yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here and watching. Really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, so you have to do all of that stuff. This is just so nice. It's just so nice. Those times when I was building this, I just wanted to show early, like, guys, look what I've done. I remember when it was made, I was like, yes, but it wasn't easy. That's one thing. But anyways, okay, so yeah, you have to do a lot of things the client want to change, but all you have to do instead is get the new color codes. So you want to take the hex and then you just put the hex in over there. And then I'm going to do the same for secondary. I didn't have a tertiary, so I'm just going to go in. And you want to remove the logo mark and logo type, whatever the client wants to change. Set full logo. And say it was, they wanted to change. So I've uploaded the asset. I go back to this tab. I just click apply changes. Guys, this is magic. This is magic. This is magic. Now that you guys have seen this, my fellow designers, we must not buy brand guideline templates again. We must not buy another brand guidelines template ever again. We're not spending $40 at least up to $400 to buy a brand guideline template, to then spend. So we're going to spend our money to buy a brand guidelines template, and then we're going to spend our time to customize it, what was supposed to save us time, and then we're going to use our energy doing that. Like, no, we're not doing that. And that's why as well, if you've seen my free brand guideline templates, I created multiple free brand guideline templates because there is no there are no good free brand guideline templates online. Before I used to struggle to say brand guideline templates, but because I've said brand guideline templates so much in the past 4 months, it's easy to say. It's actually quite satisfying to say brand guideline templates. But because brand guideline templates take so long to create, because it's so stressful to create, there are no free brand guideline templates online. And when there are brand guideline templates online, you have to spend on them. So yeah, I made a few free brand guideline templates. I'll include the link in the description. You can just type in Google Guideit brand guideline templates, and then it'll take you to the webpage. Or Akrivi brand guideline templates, and take you to the webpage. I'll include it in the description below as well. Okay, let me show you one more thing. Not before I go, but I will go soon. Just wanted to pop up because I need to respond to this message. But what else? Okay. Oh, I wanted to explore another template. Okay, let's explore another template. So I'm gonna reset that, and then I'm gonna set this one. Okay, let's. Okay, I've got to respond to this message. Okay, guys, bear with me. No. Let me do this quick. We need to respond because I know he's waiting for me. Let's see if we can do. Okay. I should have waited. I wasn't supposed to do the stream, to be honest, because we're doing stuff, but I was like, no, I have to do the stream. Like, is it Thunder Black? No, Thunder Bold always works the best. Okay, Thunder Bold, leave that. Let's have this. So this one again is a very cool one. This is again if you want a condensed font. So you click on templates, urban. Urban was a theme that I had to include because condensed fonts, what I've realized with brand guidelines is the style of brand guidelines depends on, wait, why did the tab not change? Unless, sorry, I don't know if you're seeing the right thing. Okay, yeah, you are seeing the right thing. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, the style of the brand guidelines depends on fonts, colors, and arrangement. That is what a brand guideline theme is. That's what designers are paying for. When you're buying a theme, you're paying for the font. You're actually paying for the illusion of a theme. That's what the problem is. You're paying for the illusion that this will suit a brand, but all it is just, you can just do that. All you have to do is just use the font, use the a similar color palette, and use the arrangement. If it's a center alignment, left alignment, that's all it is. That's why the buying brand guideline templates is a hoax. Spending your money on it is a hoax, and seeing a brand guideline templates for $397 is insanity. Guys, what is this? But anyways, the reason I say that, I digress, is because when you're using these templates, I've realized that brand guideline templates again are just different fonts, arrangements, and colors. So as long as the template specifically works for the shape of a font, the space that it takes up, the alignment that it arranges to, then it's all good. So this was the urban one. Let's see how that turns out. Okay, so you can see we have the urban thing. Beautiful. You can just see all the fonts coming together, and you can also see the fonts are a bit too squashed, and that's because the font that I've chosen are extra wide. So what you can do is go to header, Windows, where is it? Guys not going to be too happy with me because I'm supposed to, I forgot which one it is. Is it this? Yeah. And just increase the kerning. That's it. Yep, Windows, increase the kerning. You can see the consistency of the brand. Look at this, beautiful. Of course you can go in and like customize it. It's just an example of how it can be used. Yeah, guys, give me 2 seconds while you just have a look over that. Okay, let me do this quickly because no, where is the okay, guys, bear with me, please. Okay guys, so what I'm doing, just to give you some information, I'm currently running a test on something. So if you was here at the launch of Guideit, that was my first launch. That was a crazy time in my life, like an absolute crazy time, you know, like trying to just get things together. And yeah, because it was my first time doing everything, it was just so difficult. I couldn't anticipate the demand and how crazy it was. I couldn't anticipate the demand and how crazy it was. I didn't know. Like it was so hectic. Yeah, it was just absolutely insane. Okay, so I'm actually testing the workflow of everything. So when people start their trial, just testing everything, it's like there's so much that goes into it. So I'm just constantly working and trying to improve all of these things. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for understanding. So cool. Okay. I'm trying to find is it the live streaming tab there? Okay, so we've got that. Let me close that tab. What's that? Okay, cool. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. If you're still here, bear with me because I haven't finished showing you what's new. I told you a few weeks ago I will not disappoint. You just got to give me some time. I have to, work on a few things, and I've got some more stuff I want to show you. Okay, so if we go back, I'll just close those tabs. Let me see. Don't save. Okay. Let's create a brand guidelines for this. I'm going to do one more before I show certain things. No, I want to do it for this one because I want to use this logo. Is it this one that I want to do? I want to do this one, then I'm going to do another example. Okay, I'm going to do this very quick. So I want to use the signature template. So you can see in the top left of the icons, I'm going to leave Swiss, and I'm going to leave Swiss for the next live stream. So I'll show you the Swiss template. That's like a pure Helvetica Swiss one. Actually, I wouldn't say it's a Helvetica focus one, but it's a Swiss one. I'll leave that for next. But before I do, actually, I'll leave Swiss and signature for next time. That would be more interesting because yeah, I want to show you this now because I actually have to dash, but I want to show you this. So as I said, okay, as I said, I can't remember what I said, but as I said, I have some stuff to show you. So I've uploaded the logo and the colors. This one was inter. It's so easy just to have a inter bold. Yeah, it's so easy just to have a sample list, guys. If you knew the amount of testing that has gone into this, I've been working. Let me not even downplay anything. It has been busy. You know, people that have helped me, people that I'm working with have, yeah, we've been doing a lot of things. Oh, the secondary, I remember the secondary for this was like Navy. Okay. And there's so much things you've got going. Yeah, this is so I'm talking this. Okay. So I'm going to generate a corporate brand guideline for this because this is actually a corporate one. So let's generate and let's see how long this one takes. Okay, I'm going to click start and generate at the same time. Oh, I actually missed it at 5:30 seconds, but it took 5 seconds. This is not fake. This is not fake. But, so you can see we have our corporate brand guidelines, boom, added instantly. Now, as I said, I think I've shown you guys actually. No, I haven't. So on the pages, you can see it has tags that says use Guideit to generate a construction grid, which is logo grid generator. Then you have use Guideit to generate a clear space grid. And then you have in the corner, use presenter to generate a bento grid. Okay, cool. So logo grid generator has been, that's my baby. That's my firstborn. You know, I remember again, the launch of it was crazy. I thank you guys so much for that period. I need to get going, but I'm gonna do this quick. But yeah, it took a while to make some changes. So much stuff happening behind the scenes in it, but we've got this. So this is the new Akrivi Guideit extension that has been upgraded. Again, we have the name, taking pride of Akrivi. It's Akrivi Guideit. Still call it Guideit. It's like Adobe Illustrator. But anyway, so we have base grid generator, where again we have our customize, and we have square, isometric, hexagon, golden ratio. Okay, and now we have the interface has changed. You can see the interface has changed. It's improved. And now we have logo grid generator. So again, we have anchors, handles, outlines. But what's new in logo grid generator? So we now have the live sliders, I like to call it, in logo grid generator. So let's just, as well, click that generate. Let's generate all on this page. Okay, so you can see that we have before I do that, actually, let me turn down the grid line sensitivity. So grid line sensitivity, I want to change that to 0 to reduce the how it reads the grid line. So I've reduced it to 0. I'm keeping off circular trajectories. I'm going to generate all, and you can see that. So we have our construction grid. Construction grid helps us, it reveals our logo's vector construction, and it helps us refine our logo, our vector points, and anything that's off. So we have this, but again, the customize tab now makes everything just easy and seamless. So if I change the fill to white, I've actually changed the default settings in the latest version. So the default settings that you get are so much better. And now what I want to do is but do I need to, no, let me remove this. So I want to increase the scale of the anchors. I can increase it, I can reduce it. And I also want to do the same for the handles. You can see increase and reduce. But of course, grid line sometimes gets in the way, so you can do the same. You can increase or you can reduce. I like grid lines to be a lot thinner. But and I'll also, to be honest, reduce the scale for the anchor. So I was reading the message at the same time. So we have this. I have some crazy updates coming, guys. Okay, so here is our construction grid. So you generate your brand guidelines. You can now generate your construction grid when you go in. But of course, what is a brand guidelines without a clear space grid? So this page, we have opportunity to generate a clear space grid. If you've seen it, you haven't seen it, This is the latest version. I don't think anyone's seen this actually, but this is the latest with some serious technology. So we have our clear space grid page, and to generate a clear space grid, of course, we go to clear space grid generate. It took me a while to solve this problem, guys. The first solution was not it, so I said no, that's not going out. It was not going out, but now we have a better solution that can create a reliable clear space grid. So we've got the clear space, so we have the logo, and we can choose our exclusion zone. So for this, I'm going to leave it as logo mark, so it's taking the only component if it is a logo mark. So what I'm going to do, let me bring that up there as well, just generate, and it takes the logo and it creates a clear space grid. So why is it rotated? The reason it's rotated is because in order to create a correct, successful clear space grid, the logo needs to be, there has to be even spacing around the logo. And in order for there to be even spacing around the logo, regardless on the logo must be rotated 4 times to create a square, which is even spacing. So 90 degrees, 4 times, it will create a square, regardless in the shape, because a logo only has 2 bounding boxes. It's either perfect square, both sides are all sides are even, or a rectangle. There's 2 different sizes for the sides. Quick pause. Let me just reply to this. Okay. Okay, so of course our second option, do you know what we do? We ungroup this. We ungroup this again because it's all registered. So let me just do that. I'm also going to include, I've created a lot of user guides as well to show you guys how to do everything. I've tried to document completely everything. So the clear space grid also works with, it works in 2 ways. One way is where it just reads one group, which is the logo mark. And the second way is where it just reads 2 groups, which is the logo mark and the logo type. So a typical logo. So we have the logo mark and the logo type. And then now if I click generate, it's okay. Do you see what's just happened? So basically it's read what the logo mark is. It's identified what the logo mark is. And it's taken that instead of the word mark, and it's created a clear space grid. That's it. Actually, that's not it, but it took me it took me a while to come up with that. No, actually didn't. No, actually did. Let me not lie. But it took me a while to come up with that. I think I've shown you the previous versions where the previous logo grid generator, which was that was just not coming out. I wasn't happy with that. Although there was designers wanted for me to release, but I said no, it's not going to come out. But anyways, if this detection gets it wrong, then you can do invert components and it'll swap what the detection is. But if you didn't want that, and for example, let's say you had this for logo, let's say, quickly guys, join the waitlist for Akrivi Guideit. The link is in the description. On the release date or when it's available. So just to give you a heads up, Akrivi Studio is now going to be one thing. It makes it so much easier for me, and I can just help designers that way. I've listened to so much feedback and I'm like, okay, let me make this one thing that helps designers save time, money, and stress less. That's just one thing. I can just focus that way and I can do the best I can. If I have too many things, it doesn't make sense, but it was the best decision just to make it one tool, which was Akrivi Studio, Guideit, Presenter, Guideit, and the next ones that are coming. But join the waitlist, because on the day when the waitlist is available for designs, when everyone can sign up, it's very likely, there is a high chance, there is a high chance that I will do a drip, so a drip leak. So I would allow it for a few designers, and then I would pause it just to control the flow, because on Instagram the engagement has gone wild, and it's like I just don't want any issues, and I want to be able to help people if they come across issues on their systems, whatever. I want it to go smoothly, so I'm just like, okay, so join the waitlist to not miss out, to be one of the first to use it. Yes, we could be testing the real code after. We can do like that. I will check one more. Okay. So sorry. Then we have, before I create a clear space grid for this, do you know what I wanted to do? This logo is top notch, but what I wanted to do, what's the time? Okay guys, I'm gonna go in like 4 minutes, but join the waitlist, check out the Building Akrivi episode if you haven't, and thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. So yeah, we have this, and now I'm going to generate a construction grid, because with word marks now this works so much better. So we have all of this. By the way, this has happened large because of the size of the artboard. So if you ever come across this, because of the size of the artboard. So now we have this, we can just increase and decrease the scale, and then we can do that, and then we can also reduce the stroke. This, and remember, I've reduced the grid line sensitivity, so not all grid lines are going to show, but sometimes it reads some strange vectors, and that's because there is a sharp line on the points there that is picking up, but you can of course delete that or whatever. Yeah, so this is a lot better. But anyways, so something like this, what you would do with clear space grid generator, instead of doing logo mark, because if you do logo mark it's going to do this, and you don't want to do that. What you want to do is change this to a measurement setting, and you have pixels, centimeters, or inches, and we're going to go with pixels, and then we're going to go with something like 200 pixels. Okay, we want 200. Let's do 50 for video purposes and artboard, save time. Okay, 50. And now we have this. We have a clear space. It's taken the logo and it's created a clear space of 50 pixels, and then we have x divided by 2, which we can see in the layers panel. X divided by 2, then we have x divided by 4. So x divided by 2, this is going to be a clear space of 25 pixels, and then we have x divided by 4, which is going to be divide that by 2, clear space of 12.5 pixels. Is it 12.5? Yes, 12.5. So if we wanted this clear space, if we wanted the x divided by 4, I think x divided by 4 is the best, I think majority of logos x divided by 4 is the best, but I've done the clear space for everything just in case you wanted it. So you can target the clear space you want, and then you can target the, I didn't, okay, then layer 1. Please be that one. Okay, you can target the clear space you want, and then you can target the, target the clear space you want, and then you can target the, let me turn that on. Okay, yeah. Is it raining? Target the clear space you want, and then you can target the logo you want. And when that's targeted, you can okay, I'm going to X divided by 4 because I already X divided by 2 already clicked it. You can do this, and then now you can do this. You can just do this, and then you have your clear space, and you can export it, and you have the logo with the clear space. That makes sense. So your client can use it successfully. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna leave it there. Again, we have brand guideline generator. Something I wanted to build for 4 years, and I've finally done it. So guys, thank you so much for your support, for watching, for joining the waitlist, for sharing it, for posting it, for DMing me, all of those things. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Whether you're watching this now or later, again, doesn't matter, join the waitlist. And even if you see this later, like sometime in a few months, in a few years, thank you. And let's see how everything goes, you know, and put a lot of work into this. It's just me doing this. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Join the waitlist, and if you have any questions, feel free to DM me, and I'll try to respond as fast as I can. I'm not even on Instagram as much. Actually, I'm not on Instagram at all. I don't even scroll through Instagram. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great weekend and enjoy the rest of the evening.